Hello, everyone. Many years ago, back in the early 70s, I experienced an experience of cosmic consciousness. And many years later, in the 1990s, in fact, I was corresponding with someone called Vee Van Dam, who is an author of 3 books. And Vee used to write a lot about astral projection and lucid dreaming. Anyway, Vee had a magazine called Dream Explorer, as you can see, astral projection, dreaming awake, inner vision. And I sent my experience into Vee, and it was published in Dream Explorer. So I would like to share with you what I called a voyage into all and everything. Moving out of recognizable skies, land, sea, and vegetation, I found myself in increasingly strange, yet familiar and logical, geometric patterns of such intricacy I cannot even attempt to describe the reality of the subatomic existence I discovered at this level of being. Then, without any effort, as a nothingness without form or body, I was beyond even this state, which pervades and is the seeming basis of everything. I had moved through gateways, warps, interdimensional and interspatial doors and windows on other realms. Buildings of living matter floated in darkened skies, small dwarfish beings with eyes like field mice, who dwell in transparent domes in communal cities, where all is understood and telepathed. Fisher folk with vast lakes and shoreline, techno-cities under unchanging heavens, symbiotic fungoid entities, and the guiding spirits of supernovae all came within my perception. And then I was no more, for I was beyond the levels of the pure geometric energy and the mathematical reality. I was only a non-existent being tuned to all energy, everything and nothing. Gateways signified access to anything and everything I desired knowledge of. I was no longer considering time or ordinary bodily needs. Rather, I would focus a thought, and then that was all I perceived. A voice, an understanding came to me. A voice with no volume to it, but not a still small voice, for there was no size involved. There was no space, there was no time, only the infinite now and access to anything everywhere. I could view anything I desired at my point in time, any place, anywhere. I was looking at countless millions of my past incarnations with full understanding and perception. It was all so indescribable in its intricacy and beauty, the never-ending stream of existence we all are, and I am, going on and on forever and ever. This voice or thought that arrived in my mind, in my formless state, told me I could remain there, in this blissful existence of all knowledge, or return to my past state of life, but that I must choose, and choose now. I was aware that I was no longer individual, but part of everything and everyone forever, that each living thing, each bird, animal, insect, fish, reptile, each human being and every flower and tree, as well as all the microscopic life forms, protozoans, bacteria, and each virus, and also every planet, star, galaxy, is only me, a never-ending sharing, experiencing, creating, conceiving, considering, changing, multifaceted, timeless life form of one spirit, one essence with infinite viewing and perception points. Nothing good or bad, just pure, ever-changing, yet staying the same existence, one cosmic colony. And then I thought of all the loved ones in my earthly life, views of streets, gardens, faces, hopes and dreams of the life I had chosen in the time period I had been in, came to mind for my instantaneous perusal. And because of my love for all that life held, with its joys and sorrows, pleasures and pains, I realized my choice had been made, and so, almost like being reborn, my ability to perceive and understand the whole the cosmic structure, and to view anything I wished with full understanding, began to fade and rapidly diminish, losing access to all I had just had, and I found myself again standing in the sunshine, on a cliff looking out to sea, amongst friends I had returned to live among. The world was much, much brighter, or so it seemed, and I was continuing my chosen pathway onwards. So there you are. That is what I called a voyage into all and everything. It was a cosmic consciousness experience I once went through, and it was shared in Dream Explorer, a publication by Vee Van Dam. If you Google Vee Van Dam, you will find Vee's books, including The Psychic Explorer. So there we are. I thought I would share that with you. And I'm Steve Andrews. Thank you for watching.